everybody? It's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one in store between the Portland Snowhawks and the Sacramento Miners. I'll see you again with scores and updates at halftime, but for now, it's my distinct pleasure to hand things over to our broadcast team. It's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Portland Snowhawks and the Sacramento Miners. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Strip that ball.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Daniels has it over the middle. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 119 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
2nd and 1. Throw left side complete. It's Carter. 12 yards there and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Carter.
Let's go.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Throw right side complete to Carter. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They'll run on first down. Brown, and he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 2nd and 3. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will take it in for the touchdown. From 10 yards out. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
They run. Anderson. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. We'll look now at our starting defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
Over the middle, complete. That's Potter. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Fisher. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On 1st and 10, Fisher. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 6 catches, 64 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself,
and it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So this drive spans 7 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. So here are visitors to take over on offense, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
On play action, they'll throw. It's caught right side by Daniels. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They will toss to Brown. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit them so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get your quarterback. At least have the illusion that you have a running game.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So that'll back him up 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
They bring their punter out there now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Fisher. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Let's go.
Seven, our score after one.
7-7.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Anderson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Anderson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
We got chips over here. Chips over here. Let's overload. Oh. It's a gain of a yard.
And this is caught. It's Parker. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st down, Fisher. Going deep here for Parker. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
You got 3 down.
Throwing again. Fisher. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They come out here in the I.
2 tights. 4 down. Check.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
That's how we do it, man.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it. But how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
So here are visitors to take over on offense and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On first down, Brown. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Everyone's got 4 down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Throwing on first down. Fisher on the crossing route, complete. It's Potter. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Looking to throw. Fisher. And he comes back with one complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fisher. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Fisher's pass, complete to number 83. He steps out.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellows in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty. But there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carter. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They're going to look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Daniels. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
We got three.
2nd and 9 now. This will be caught by Brown. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Back to throw.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out. And his guys are going to retake the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Point after here coming up. And that makes it 14-10. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. First, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up this weekend as we start into the home stretch in Week 12 of the NFL. Some great games still to come, and I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there, as that promises to be a tight one. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle, taking on the Washington Redskins. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
So here is the home side to take over on offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Fisher. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Fisher. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Fisher, wide open receiver, complete. A good pickup there, 22.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burko?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Fisher. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now, they're not close to the first down.
And this one is right through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
Let's go. Let's do it. I'm ready.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10. This is Brown on the draw play. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he finds Daniels. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. Little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed.
Break. Hey, watch the leg. No. Off. Big river.
They'll run on first down. Brown. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 2nd and 5. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, check 20.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. From 3 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point forthcoming. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. Out out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain of 12 yards that time.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Fisher. And this is Parker, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Fisher. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown. In for the score as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's put that team on the bus.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Fisher. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Fisher. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The offense on third down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Fisher. And the pressure gets to him again.
They can't stop us. They cannot.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Get it. Go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw here. This is caught. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys have once again taken the lead. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
Whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his 2nd touchdown there. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
That's right. I got you.
2nd and 4. His throw incomplete. Parker the intended target, and it's 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are visitors to take over on offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And Daniels has it, left side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 8. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Looking to throw.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them.
Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And it's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Focus, defense, focus.
Operating from the gun. Fisher. That one complete to Anderson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw. Fisher. It gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Fisher over the middle, complete. That's Potter. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Back to throw. Fisher. Well, this is how you shake the thought. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So still a little work to do here, but they got the much-needed conversion.
So they got that taken care of. Now you would assume onside kick in order to try and get the ball back again, in order to try and kick at least a tying field goal.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are our visitors to take over on offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go right back to the ground here in Brown. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. It's caught right side by Daniels. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
91 is the mic. I got you.
On 3rd down, it's Brown. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by a field goal, 30 seconds to go. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. 70 ending. Who that?
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Cut.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for our visitors, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.